thought that you believed in me, but I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I thought that you believed in me, but I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Let the passers-by stare at us, disapprovingly. When we bid out, we'll lose our minds, forgive and forget.
Whew, alright. I turned music down. Just a tad. Just a tad. How are we doing, fellas? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. So many people in chat today. So early on. I'm honored to have you guys. What's up, Ash? What's up, Vasiko? What's up, COVID? What's up, Bojo? What's up, J-Tone? What's up, Koobster? What's up, Margaret? Happy to see you again. What's up, Sheezelin? Sheezelon? Shizu? I think I called it Shizu before. Happy to see you again, of course. Scythus, Karoshi, Yeet, Absolute Yeet, Teenums, Auk, Nickton, Bread. Anyone else that I'm missing? Hello, hello, hello. Any good tips for seed farming? Unfortunately, I honestly don't, Kubi. I just haven't done enough practice with berry farming and stuff, unfortunately. What's up, Karoshi? How's life? Life's good, man. Busy as fuck, but satisfying and good, so who can complain, you know? Pat Meowski. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We having a Shuckle Cool Day or a Pat Pog Day? Both. Always both. That's the real meme. Yo, what's up, James? Thanks for subscribing, dude. I really appreciate that. Hopefully the content is helpful, entertaining, and informative, and a cool time. Let's go ahead and start the good old gym run. The good old gym run. Pardon me for the stream. Yo, what's up, Jaden? Happy to see you. What's up, Kazia? How are you guys doing? What's up, James? Welcome, welcome. New to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Usually started off with a little bit of a gym run and then go from there, whether it's a little bit of shiny hunting or usually it's a gym run into shiny hunting. The usual progression of things. What's up, Kevin? Happy to see you. What's up, dude? What's up, Leonardo? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Ivan? Thanks for subscribing. I fucking appreciate that, man. Hope you're having a good day. What's up, Clark Shark? It's a good ass name. Clark Sharkful. How you doing, man? New to the stream, just curious, what is event season? So the very first link in the description below, there is a video that explains what it is, how I'm preparing for it, how you can prepare for it, my plans for it, why I'm preparing for it. Pretty much any question that should be asked about event season should be answered in the first video linked below. Good question, of course, good question. As a TLDR, it does essentially come down to being a string of holiday events back to back to back, being the Halloween, Christmas, and Lunar New Year event. Now, if you want more information than that, the video is there for you, my friend. What's the best game to tell Twitch when stream? What's the best game to tell Twitch when platform unless my tripod wasn't it? Yeah, so it's awkward. I think most people stream under Pokemon MMO 3D or something. At the moment, it's changed over the years. Honestly, what the best category was. There was actually a PokeMMO category for about like 1 to 2 years, and then it got removed. I remember like. I've streamed on Twitch. For those who don't know, I streamed on Twitch from 2013 all the way up until 2021 or so. I streamed on that platform for so long. I loved it, right? Yeah, Pokemon MMO 3D I feel like is the platform that most people use. So I timed you out, Toad, because you came in and the first thing you said was cringy music, and that's not really appreciated. It's very rude, and if you aren't aware of that, I would, just reflect on that, I guess. You probably shouldn't go into a stream and just insult someone's music right off the bat. It's just rude and hurtful, and there's no reason to do that. We don't want that in our community, so don't appreciate that. Even if you don't like it, that's okay. You just don't have to say it so rudely or share that opinion. Hope that Pokemon. Yeah, I really wish they would bring it back. I don't know why they removed it in the first place. I mean, it took them so long to add it, and it was around for like a year or something. And I streamed under the category for a little bit. I remember I was super happy when they added it, but then I quickly got rid of it. Thanks for subscribing, by the way, Diego. And SITP, I appreciate it. SITP. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I don't mean to be too hard on you, Melon Toad, but no big deal. Music to be bopping. I try to do the best I can do. It is like no copyright music, which is just really important on YouTube, unfortunately, because if you stream, it'll cuck any sort of monetization on streams, as well as the entire VOD will be muted, not just like the music parts. So like, some people watch VODs. I want people to be able to watch VODs. VODs are cool. I want people to, yeah. I like to do copyright-free music, and I try to find copyright-free music that I think is legitimately decent or legitimately good, and wub around to it a little bit. I try to find what I can. We'll do it again. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be too harsh on you. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, don't stress too hard, my friend. Timer balls in Hoenn. Good question. I don't know off the top of my head. I would just be Googling it as well. Favorite style of music though, hard basic hardstyle. I classify pretty much any sort of electronica music as wubbers because I am a brainlet and I hate, because like there's like a million different genres of electronica music, right? Like from fucking, hardstyle to drum and bass to just electronica to, D&B or like there's like so many different like there's like so many different styles that I just clump it all together as wubbers because it's funny to me that there's a million different subcategories of electronic music. So dubstep or whatever, I clump it all together. And I like wubbers, I guess is the way I would phrase it is I like wubbers. My favorite genre of music is definitely rap / hip hop, but rap number 1, wubbers number 2 is probably what I'd say. Fall asleep to the VODs daily? Dude, that's a fucking honor. I always say, I don't know, I really appreciate those who watch the VODs. I think that's like such a, I don't know, such a cool I don't know, appreciation of my content. It's like so above and beyond. Yes, Kingdra is really, really good in OU, Melon. Specifically in rain teams, of course. You don't usually just run Kingdra on its own. You can run Kingdra on its own with a Focus Energy Draco Meteor build, which specifically is built around, I guess, using crit to bypass the special attack debuff from Draco Meteor. So if you drop a Draco Meteor and then Focus Energy after, you can then drop another Draco Meteor, which will crit and also dodge the special attack debuff because crits ignore stat changes. My favorite rapper of all time is Graydon Square. Not a very well-known guy, but I respect him a ton. Really cool dude, really interesting guy. Graydon Square. Number 2 is NF. And then we talked about this recently. I don't know what my number 3 would be, but I'm a huge fan of Graydon Square, NF, Token, Dave is really good. There's so many to name. I gained a really newfound respect for Lil Wayne when he dropped the Carter 5. That album was really good. Rise and Grind, what's up, Jack? Oh, fuck. Is it Corday? How do I forget this guy's name? I shouldn't, because he's really fucking good. I have a lot of respect for J. Cole, obviously. It's hard to disrespect J. Cole. Yeah, Corday. I think Corday is, like, really, really up and coming. I mean, he's, like, pretty big already, but, like, I really think he's just going far. He's a cool guy. I think he's already a genius. His last album was really good. I think NF is pretty fucking big now, which is cool to see. I have a lot of respect for NF. Yeah, Corday. Corday is fucking awesome. We talked about hip hop a lot on stream recently, which is a good meme. Just because I don't get to talk about it that much anymore. I used to like do straight up album reviews back on my Twitch streams and stuff back in the day. Drake is the most overrated. I mean, yeah, probably, but I mean, yeah, it's easy to dick on Drake, but it's hard not. It's like I don't know. I try not to because it is just such low hanging fruit. Like I liked some of there's very few Drake songs I like. I think the one Drake song that I actually do like that comes to mind is Trophies, and I don't even know if that's like considered a Drake song, but I really like Trophies. That song is very good. That beat is just really something different. Unparalleled. Win Johto. Good question. The world may never know. Soon TM per se. Yeah, the Draco Meteor like Focus Energy Kingdra is pretty interesting. It actually can work, which is pretty cool. I don't know what Subtronics sound like. So I'd probably say I probably haven't heard them more. But I'm not sure. That's why I just classify anything under 1%. I just don't know. Dude, I watched that. My girlfriend made me watch that meme, Jaden, about the dude. I fucking love Lil Nas. It's so fucking hard not to. He's like maybe one of the most lovable guys in the world. He's just so fucking sweet and charismatic and like legitimately funny as fuck. It's a good meme. Running weather stuff. I guess in what's your reference? What's your frame of reference, Ved? It depends what you mean. Did they change weather in comparison to Gen 5? Did they change it in comparison to, 2015 PokeMMO or something? Like what's the comparison? For my Apricon balls, I feel ya. I never played Johto, or I never really dealt with Apricon stuff, so it'll be interesting to see. So the weather is based on, it depends on how, that's pretty hard to do, Ved, I would say. I don't know how that happened, but it comes down to speed. So if the, if your Torkoal is pretty fast or ended up being faster than the Pelipper, that's really the only way. I don't know how else it would have overrid it. Unless your Torkoal was faster than the Pelipper. Whoever is slower gets to have the weather stuff. Weather is ZZ strat. I think weather in PvP is I think that's pretty fair. Pretty ZZ, at least rain. I think sun is a little more complicated, or a lot more complicated, honestly. And sand even. Sand, because the fact that Excadrill doesn't have Sand Rush in PokeMMO makes sand a lot more strategic playstyle. When Excadrill has Sand Rush, it becomes a little more brain dead. You just bring it in and pop the fuck off. But Yeah, the fact that like you can just Rain is pretty ZZZ like brain dead because you can just lead Pelipper, U-turn into Kingdra, and then just spam Hydro Pump. I have a 3x21 Larvesta and Kingdra. How do I sell them? Trade chat or GTL? Definitely GTL. Any sort of like times 31's Pokemon, you definitely just want to GTL them. I have a price checking guide if you're looking for prices as well. I would use that to try to come to those conclusions. This one has like 20 or something monthly listeners, which is insane to me. So listen to our underground. Yeah, I feel ya. It sounds really pretentious to be like, yeah, like most of the guys listen to are pretty underground, and like I think a lot of the guys that I listen to actually used to be underground, but a lot of them have blown up, which is not a bad thing at all. I think that's good. I mean, that means they've like Token, NF, Corday, like all these guys that I've listened to when they were really small have really popped off, which is fucking awesome to see. So even Dave's blown up a lot. That's fucking awesome. It's good to see. It's a good thing. You don't want to like be too hipster about it and be like, oh, now I don't like them. Like you gotta, you know, it's good. They deserve the fucking attention. True, Pank. I'm really not sure, unfortunately, Zendelli. I feel like Timer Balls just might not be it's totally possible they're just not available in the Hoenn region, or at least I could be totally wrong though. I know that shopping malls are really the best place to go to find any sort of Pokeball or TM or like any item really. So if you have access to the shopping mall in Celadon or in Unova on like Route 9, I think. Yeah, wait, I totally forgot. I think that was his old name. Yeah, Santan Dave. Wow, yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, I think that was his old name. I totally forgot about that. Holy shit. Because yeah, nowadays he's just Dave. But I remember seeing that as his name. Yeah. Really fucking talented guy. I'm not a huge Suicide Boys, but I also just haven't listened to them very much. So like, maybe I'm just missing out on something, you know, good. So I'm not sure. It's definitely very possible. Just fast forward because it's my. They definitely haven't. I can promise you they haven't changed that vet. I think they changed it to diff to fast weather stays because my level 100 Torkoal was Choice Scarf overrides every weather effect by diff gyms runs. So I can promise you that's not the case. Faster weather definitely doesn't stay. They wouldn't change that. And I can physically show you examples right now where like I'm gonna lead. I mean I just did, right? And I'll show you against Misty, I guess. They would have to do some sort of patch. First of all, they'd have to do some sort of patch update for that to happen. They'd have to tell us that. That'd be like really crucial information. As well as Lil Pump goated. I'm not a Lil Pump fan personally, but enjoy whatever you enjoy. I don't know. Obviously, you could be memeing, but I know it's like a meme. Yeah, I assumed you were just memeing. Yeah, the slower speed definitely sets the weather. I can like promise you that. And I'll show you examples once we get to like Misty and stuff. Yeah, so you actually, it's a great question, Kuhn. You actually, or Kun, or whatever, you actually can't, you cannot rebattle Giovanni. He just goes away. So you can only maximum do 7 gyms in Kanto because of that. And then usually I skip, Agatha and Blaine. I used to skip Blaine. I skip Agatha, or not Agatha, what the fuck am I saying? What's her name? Sabrina. The psychic girl. Skip Sabrina. Hey, some people do it. I mean, it's okay. Obviously, like, I don't like it, but, like, I don't know. It's whatever. If people want to enjoy Lil Pump, it's fine. My first big project, trying to make it for a learning's sake, out of 4 times 31, but made the classic mistake of forgetting the egg moves. Ah, that's brutal. I guess, what are the egg moves you need? Do you need is stream speed an egg move, or is it... Oh, that'd be so brutal. Or is it special? What egg... Oh, no, you need Vault Tackle. Oh, no. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, no. Not having Vault Tackle on that is pretty sad. Oh, man. That's tough. That hurts. It's up to you, obviously, what you want to do with that. You could either sell it and restart or spend a ton of money putting, like, a Light Orb on it. And is Fake Out as well? Yeah, Vault Tackle is huge. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's brutal. My favorite NF song? My favorite NF song is one of his first ones ever released, which is Mansion. I've been watching or listening to him since Mansion, and Mansion is definitely my favorite. Mansion, Therapy Session, and then How Could You Leave Us? Probably like top 3. What's up, bastard? I was like, I think 10 feet down. Super underrated. Whimsicott's holding Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet is like, it's like super not needed, Rodrigo. It's like, you absolutely do not need this. I only put it on just because I have it. There is like a 0.01% chance where this item actually matters / becomes relevant. There are very rare situations where, like, if your Whimsicott gets fake outed and by a Pokemon with Focus Sash and you don't get your Tailwind up, so now that your Typhlosions also are slower than the opposing Pokemon. So it's this really, really niche situation where, let's say, your Whimsicott gets fake outed, you don't get your Tailwind up, and your Typhlosions are outsped, and they kill one of your Typhlosions on that turn you bring them in. But so now you only have one Typhlosion up. That one Typhlosion will still be able to take out that Pokemon if it was a Focus Sasher because the Rocky Helmet broke the Focus Sash. It's like a really, 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 really niche situation, but it can matter sometimes. That's kind of the TLDR. It's really, really, really niche. It's also like, why not? I think the intros are super underrated from NF. I think that's true. What's up, bastard? Just doing a gym run and then hopefully maybe a little bit of shiny hunting. A little bit of payday per se. I ended up spending down to now I'm below 22 mil, so we'll reach back above 22 mil again today, which is funny. Yo, what's up, Pork Plague? How you doing today? My day's good, man. I've gotten a lot of work done. I woke up early today, like 9:30, early for me, 9:30 a.m. So I got a lot of work done. Got some good videos recorded. Got only around one thumbnail made, I think, which was unfortunate. I didn't even make thumbnails. I'm always behind on thumbnails. A lot of work goes into that. Yeah, I mean, we tested it right here as well, Ved, where, like, if the faster Pokemon decided weather, the Hippowdon would have set sand here, but instead sun is up, so I'm very certain that the slower Pokemon still sets weather. It is possible for the Pelipper example you gave that Misty's Pelipper can actually U-turn out turn 1 now, and if it comes back in later in the game, it can reset up Drizzle, or it can reset up, you know, weather. So if it comes back into the game, you know, later in the game, if it U-turns out, that's not like, there's no like speed competition, or, you know, your Torkoal's already been in, it's already had its ETB, which is enter the battlefield effect, which is like a Magic the Gathering term, which is relevant here, because it only like Drought only triggers when it is switched in, when it comes onto the battlefield, not like a constant effect, right? Not a static effect. So if the Pelipper comes in, it'll override it, right? So you have to watch out for Misty's U-turn Pelipper nowadays and still have enough damage. Not just Unova. I do all the regions. Not every gym, obviously. You do an efficient route. I do around 20 gyms in my hour. Yes, I did, Jack. I gotcha. I did claim it. Thank you, man. I think yeah, Scizor doesn't get Cloud9 in this game, but I think he does in others. Maybe I'm wrong. I think you are correct, or whatever is what I'm saying, but he does not get Cloud9 in this game. Thankfully not. I hope you're doing okay though, Bobby. How to get the sparkles on your Pokemon when it's out? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like how to get a shiny Pokemon? Or what do you mean by that? I flew to this. I don't need to go here. Am I gonna get the black screen glitch here? Yeah, I am. See this? This is like, it's really easy to do. / replicate. Go farm some Ditto. Hey, nice bastard. Best of luck, best of luck. I suppose something means particles. Oh yeah, so yeah, you might mean the Kanto Friends particle effect. Like, so we'll check it. Like the 3 little starters that come out, like these. Is that what you mean? So yeah, those are a particle effect. So particle effects are just like visual vanities that you can put on Pokemon. You can buy them off the GTL, or you can breed particle effects down from other Pokemon. Hopefully that helps. Are you setting up the Blastoise, or how did you set them up? They just set themselves up. The Blastoise are only used for 2 gyms. They're only used for the Fire Gym Leader in Striation City, and then Blaine in Kanto. I beat 2 gyms, but now I need Fly. What do you think is the cheapest Pokemon that can fly? You could pretty easily probably buy like a Pokemon for like 1K that knows Fly, like just like a Pidgey, or like go catch a Pidgey on by yourself. There should be some just if you just want a Fly friend, like Pidgey for 1600, super cheap, obviously. You could buy some really cheap ones. You can also buy like a Dragonite if you really want, for like 8K. Like it's like Pokemon base prices are usually pretty cheap. If you want to, like, you could buy a Dragonite now and give it Fly, and you might not be able to use it in battle. You know, it's level 55, so you might not be able to use it in battle until you're like actually at the Elite Four, because your max obedience level is gonna matter a lot. Be careful about that. How would you ever get those Vampire Fangs? You just gotta buy them. Just gotta buy them. Save up enough Pokeyen one day. OG Pat, what's up, Yeet? Growth only if it has right nature. What's up? Have you ever watched It's Dragonite Bitch? I don't think so, which is a good meme. Don't think so. Watching your Gyarados video recently. I'm at a similar step at story right now. I'm finishing Kanto, now doing Hoenn, but after watching your PvP video, I bred one just for story, and wow, it's amazing. Yeah, that's honestly, yeah, it's a super underrated one, honestly. Just, I mean, Belly Drum's just so strong. If you can actually get like a powerful Belly Drum Pokemon to work in the storyline, can definitely wreak havoc. Definitely. The Blastoise, one of them has Choice Specs, one of them has Mystic Water. I can show them off a little here at this gym. I do have a guide coming up that'll be releasing on, I think, October 11th that covers the Blastoises and covers the full new gym rerun guide. So that'll be coming up in the upcoming weeks. I'll watch it after stream. I got you, Yeet. I got you. It's an insane amount of Pokeyen. It's definitely a serious amount, and it definitely takes a long time, but it's super plausible. I think you could start playing PokeMMO today for the very first time, and within a couple years, or I would say you could have hundreds of millions of Pokeyen within around 3 to 5 years. Like you could pretty easily reach like 300 to 500 mil Pokeyen in like 4 years, 3 to 4 years. That's obviously being pretty conservative. You could reach it a lot faster if you just grind really fucking hard or do certain things, but fucking investments, like using the first year to learn the game and build up capital, and then making light investments in the second year, and then making a lot more capital as you improve, and then making heavy investments in the later year, and then hold for 2 years and then sell. Crafting Bloods, dude, what do you mean Omega's easy? I miss Crafting Bloods. I'm not even gonna lie, that is like literally one of the things that I miss the most when I think about like missing RuneScape, which is so funny, Yeet. I really miss Crafting Bloods, especially on a UIM. Oh, it's so comfy. Melon, when you ask me to read your last message, you're already like spamming. I can't. I try to get to everyone, but please don't demand, or you're not entitled to my response, right, my friends? So please be a little patient with that. What was your last question? I don't even see it, dude. Your last message was just, no, Scizor never gets Cloud9. I saw that. What's up, Ginger? How you doing today? What's up? Yeah, the Typhlosion setup is definitely, like, the most important by far. The Blastoise setup will help you do a few more gyms, like a little bit or whatever. The Rift skilling outfit? No, what the fuck is that? Oh, no. Oh, no. Something we have to watch one of your videos randomly. Currently finishing Kanto. Dude, congrats. You're popping off as well. That's really nice. Okay, Kabuto sold. Love to see it. Love to see it. Thanks for following me over on Twitch. The other Sam B. I appreciate it. That reminds me of Dead Island. There's a character in Dead Islands named Sam B. Sag? What are you Sag about, Asudo? What's up, man? Someone I'm friends with is only playing for a little bit, over a month, and grinded up to 12 mil. Yeah, that's really fucking good. Yeah. And like, the grinding is the tedious part, but once you build up the capital and you're able to make investments or make gym runs teams, it gets so much easier. It really does. 60% more runes? What the fuck? Why 60%? That's absurd. Yeah, RuneScape's gone crazy while I've been gone. What's up, Pank? Thanks for following me on Twitch. I appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying the stream, a great way to give some love back is just by quickly liking the video. Dislike if you're not enjoying it. That's totally fine as well. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see daily PokeMMO content or streams. I do stream Monday through Thursday. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, shit. Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And then, yeah, there's also a Discord link down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, you can throw me a couple bucks over in my PayPal or my Venmo. PayPal will give you a nice little alert on stream, and I can give you big kisses and some thank yous, so I appreciate any support. It goes a long way. Huge for UIM. Yeah, that's fucking, especially for like UIM, like that's absurd. Looking for a Snivy to get an OT breed, I ended up finding a shiny Pansage? Dude, congratulations! Any sort of like single encounter shiny is no joke. That's awesome, congrats. That is no joke, congratulations, man. I've been blessed, absolutely. Feel like if I'm not enjoying it, that's up to you. That's a moral judgment call, I think. Currently thieving at Cerulean Cave my first run team. Hey, nice. Best of luck, best of luck. Thank you, Jaden, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hopefully the content is enjoyable. And Sam B, the other Sam B, on Twitch and YouTube. Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. For sure, Fasico. Drews, you actually need to have highest IVs or could make a high level budget team, which is an average IVs. You can definitely get through as long, I would really recommend the Typhlosion strat. Like you can go budget Typhlosion strat, but like it's tough because I wouldn't really recommend it. I mean, it's tough. If you have all the regions done, it's probably a lot more worth it because then you can like do a lot more, you know, make a lot more money and stuff. Slood and Chase, thank you guys for subscribing. I really fucking appreciate it. Hopefully the content is still enjoyable. Hopefully it's helpful. All the fucking little notifications. Thank you guys. Doing Scyther's cool Pokemon. I like Scyther a lot. I think Scyther is a very cool NU Pokemon. I hate Scizor though. That's the dynamic. I hate Scizor in competitive play. It's really unfun. It has to be answered in a very direct way that it can counter a lot of the time with close combat. It's pretty frustrating. We have Blood Essence, which is 1,000. What the fuck? Dude, RuneScape's gone nutso. Back to, yeah, fuck, that's insane. No, it's really, I like hearing about that stuff. It's really cool. I'm definitely so behind. There we can see the slow speed Torkoal setting the weather here over the Pelipper. I appreciate it, Kevin. Yo, what's up, Slood? Happy to have you, man. Not much. We usually just do our gym run, do the daily gym run on the day. Encourage you guys to do your daily gym run. Encourage you guys to do your daily grind. Make that Pokeyen, and then we oh wait, you turned out. We gotta be aware of that. So it's a little scary. And then we usually do some shiny hunting after. Shiny hunting Dratini, maybe some payday. Make a little bit of Pokeyen, heading up into the event season. So the Pelipper did U-turn out. So Misty will bring it back in later in the battle. We have to make sure we have enough damage for that. We should be fine, but it'll cost us a little time maybe. They should add an Among Us particle. Cracked idea. Absolutely cracked. I'm new to PvP. Can we use NU and OU? Yes, you can use lower tier Pokemon in higher tier Pokemon. You just can't use higher tier Pokemon in lower tiers because obviously that would be a power, huge power difference. Hopefully that makes sense. So you can use NU and UU and untiered and what you can use whatever Pokemon essentially in OU, but you cannot use OU Pokemon in NU obviously. How do you handle Zoomers Flash Fire Mons? Yeah, so it's pretty easy, thankfully. As long as you have one Pokemon in the back, Jono, to deal with them. I answer this question a lot, and like it should be really easy. As long as you have literally one Pokemon in the back to deal with them, you should be fine. So for a long time before the Blastoise strat, I kept a level 100 Crocodile in the back. And what you do is you do not hit the oh shit button. Do not immediately switch to the Crocodile. Do not do that. Keep eruptioning in the face of the Flash Fire Pokemon until eventually one of your Typhlosions die. And when one of your Typhlosions die, then you safely bring in the answer to the Flash Fire Pokemon. So you safely bring in the Crocodile with Earthquake or the Blastoise with Water Spout, and then you one-shot them. It's really, really easy. Yeah, it should be pretty easy, but just the main thing is don't panic. Don't immediately switch out. Just patiently let your Typhlosion die and then bring in the answer safely. It's a coin flip, Kazuya. So a huge thing with RP, it's really, really risky. Really risky to invest in RP for events, or kind of, it's like, I'd say 70% risky, 70% like favored in your favor, so it's like a 30% risk. With RP investing before events, for those who don't know, usually there is an RP vanity released with events. So RP will rise because people will be wanting to buy that vanity, buy RP to buy that vanity, or buy stuff during the event, etc., etc. What happens is, if the vanity sucks, or if for whatever reason people just don't want the vanity, or if, for whatever reason there's no RP vanity released, you'll lose a ton of money if you've invested in RP. So usually I just keep my money in pure cash. Probably the safest event to invest into RP into is the Lunar New Year event, because that has a guaranteed, at least you'll be able to buy shiny charms with RP. So that's pretty guaranteed usually if you buy them early and cheap. But yeah, that shit's pretty brutal, Jaden. That's rough. Oh shit button is a good meme. HP defense, Arcanine with Intimidate, Will-O-Wisp, it'll survive an OU. I think I love Will-O-Wisp defensive Intimidate Arcanine, because it does end up just being so much bulkier than you realize, right? It's just with all those factors. I would just recommend to run some calculations. It's a tough call. It's a really tough call, Outcast. I would honestly, like, I would calculate. So let's say you can't Will-O-Wisp immediately. I would calculate a Garchomp, a Scarf Garchomp EQ hitting your Arcanine after it's intimidated. And then, like, yeah, see how much damage that does and see if you can get the Will-O-Wisp off against it. And then, like, is getting that Will-O-Wisp off against Garchomp worth it? Probably. I'd say probably. If it survives. And then being able to switch out into like a flying type or something after it EQs, something like that. I would look for something like that. Now, Scarf Garchomp is actually slowly falling out of favor, which is really surprising to me. But it's obviously just people are so used to it. People are watch out for it. So now people are going Life Orb Garchomp, which is pretty interesting to sort of surprise people a little more, surprise the metagame. What's up, Steve? How you doing? 25 gyms is fucking nuts. You say standard, but that's really impressive. There's two different ones. There's one called, there's a song that's Nintendo by Doja Cat. There's another one, I think it's called Heavy Metal by, like, Paris something. Heavy Metal. I'll look it up. Something like this. Yeah, Paris, Texas Heavy Metal. And then Nintendo by Doja Cat. Both of those songs they're both rap songs that reference SSX Tricky, which is funny. %27 might be pretty close. Pretty accurate, Melon. Okay, I think Banded Chop is pretty fucking memey. I think Banded Chop is kind of bad, IMO. Like, you'd rather just go Life Orb. I mean, you still see it sometimes, but it's 10%. Like, I think Bandeds. I'd rather go Focus Sash and have, like, Stealth Rocks and stuff, but you don't really need Focus Sash on Chomp either. Yeah, 25 gyms is really impressive in an hour. What's up, Octavianus? How you doing? Based off your highest level Mon. I think they might be. I forget, Slood. It's been so long since I remember, like, seeing that change. It's a really good question. I think it might just be, like, they might just be static at, like, 80, 86 or whatever. I'm not quite sure. What's up, Seed, by the way? How you doing? I miss Roided Ewok. Dude, me too. I actually like, I've said this a ton, Chase. I don't know if you've ever heard me say this, but Roided Ewok is actually like probably my favorite PokeMMO YouTuber of all time. I just really, really liked the way he like addressed things. He was like pretty logical and like mathematical about the way he talked about things, which I'm not. I'm a pretty like emotional person, although I try to really check my stuff with solid logic information. But I really like the way he talked about things. I loved him. His like OU PvP metagame series where he like overviewed the metagame was just like my favorite. I think it's one of the most interesting PokeMMO series to ever come out. And I think I got huge respect to him. Yeah, I think that's so sad. I think Wonder Guard only works one time, I think is the way it works in PVM. I think that's how it works. I think it only procs. It's like a focus sash essentially. Oh, only absorbs 2 hits. Yeah, 2 hits. So it still works a couple of times, but it's not OP, which is only fair because people would use that to farm Elite Four reruns back in the day. It was too broken. 2 times, yeah. There is more spectator tools than I think people realize. So for example, you can actually view past tournaments. I would love to start doing some sort of casting and stuff. I think that'd be really, really interesting. I think that would be super interesting. You can actually view, like, go back and view like big tournaments. Like, let's see, what's today's date? The 29th. That's upcoming. Let's do tournament history. So that we could look at this doubles tournament and see, you know, who won, who was the #1 winner. Wow, what a classic name. I didn't realize. Wow, yeah, Doc PBC. That is a very, very classic name on PokeMMO. That's all, I didn't know he still played. It's really interesting. So we could actually like click that and watch the game. Also, I'm in a gym rerun, so I can't do that right now, but it's very cool. They still allow you to. There's a lot more spectating tools than people realize, I think. Yeah, dude, I think it's a great idea, Papel. I really think using events as a way to introduce some hidden abilities is like a little bit of extra hype, and it's not that hard. I think that would be a great way to do it. I agree. It'd be cool to start seeing that like every event you get a couple more hidden ability Pokemon. Yeah, 22 is super nice, Fasico. Nice calc, Melon. Nice calc. What percentage happiness do I need to do a friendship evolution Pokemon? Usually it's 87%. I think it's like for everyone it's 87. Great question. And Steve's got you covered as well. King Steve coming in. Yeah, I've heard that one Togekiss, one Typhlosion. That's what I've seen to be the best strat. I still haven't built that, and I don't know if I ever will, but that's the best strat that I've seen, personally. Do you know Kupokin? I don't. His name is... No, I don't know that player. Fuck, bastard. How much would the meta change if hidden ability Gyarados is released? I mean, that's a tough question, right? That is a tough prediction. I honestly, dude, I already think that Gyarados is kind of underrated. The fact that, like, because Jolteon's so bad, like, Gyarados' main check is Jolteon, and I think Jolteon's so bad I think Gyarados is like already in a really. I think Gyarados is not used enough in OU. I think Gyarados is pretty underrated. Why Togekiss? Because it mainly gives the high special attack, the hyper voice. You can end up doing more gyms without healing and without needing the setup, because you don't need the. I don't know. There's some reason behind it. Yeah, Gyarados. Okay. Also, that's true as fuck, Steve. Honestly, if Gyarados got Moxie, it would just instantly... I already think it's, like, kind of sleeper the best, even though it doesn't have Moxie. I'm honestly kind of coming more around to Gyarados than Crocodile, just because it's so easy to get and so cheap. Yeah, if Gyarados got Moxie in PokeMMO, it would just by far be the best storyline Pokemon. It wouldn't even be close. It would, like, be a monster. Like, it'd be so easy for any noob to just buy a cheap carp off the GTL, go catch any shitty carp that isn't, as long as it's not like literally 0 attack and speed IV and then like bold nature, as long as it's not like absolute dog shit, you should be fine to just steamroll shit. Moxie Gyarados would be interesting. Straight to Uber. I don't know. I think Moxie never ends up being that good in PvP just because it's a lot harder to snowball when the players actually have brains, as opposed to like PVM where it just snowballs pretty easily. I love Moxie though. It's like one of my favorite abilities, even though that my favorite ability might be Hustle. I really like Hustle. Like the high risk, high reward of lowering accuracy for that damage boost. I'm all about that. Yeah, 1 Typho, 1 Togekiss. Yeah, that's the strat that I think might have world record for the amount of gyms in 1 hour. Hi Petrovsky, how can I make money in game if I have Hoenn and Kanto but I don't play last year? I have a ton of different money making guides, Vlad. I would recommend checking out. I know it's kind of a shitty answer to like plug my own content, but I just think like for me to give you I think the best answer I could give you is the like structured videos that I've made to specifically answer that question, right? As opposed to me trying to like scramble to get an answer on stream. I think the best way for you to learn, or the best answer I could give you, is for you to watch those videos specifically made towards answering that question, where I have a playlist on my channel with over 50 videos that is all about money making guides and money making methods. So there are tons of money making methods and guides on my channel at your disposal to just sort through and see which one works best for you, depending on which region you're in, of course. Choice bit Hustle Corsola. Now we're talking. Yeah, Togekiss definitely speeds up Flashfire, which Flashfire, like, obviously it's not an issue, but it does cost you time, which is important, right? Time's really important. Yeah, okay, that's fair, Shizu. Like, during storylines, Hustle sucks, because it just makes inconsistency where, like, during a storyline, you really need the consistency, but like in PvP, you can kind of risk it, right? And it's worth the risk. But yeah, I feel you. That's fair. During storylines, that shit would suck. Literally anything. I have a video for that. Yes, that is the goal with PokeMMO. Hustle, Hypnosis, Gravity teams. Gravity is the... Oh my god. I never have heard of that. That's actually... Wow. I usually hear about like really niche strategies like that. That is one of the few that I've never heard of. That is really fucking cool, Sam B. Fuck, yeah. That's a good meme, Jono. The fact that the gym leaders can get Drought Ninetales, but we can't. Fuck. Rubbing it in our faces. Dude, meme. It hurts. It hurts. Hey, I'm always happy to hear that, James. I appreciate it, man. I try my best. Like, my goal with my content is always I always try to increase player retention in every way. So, what I mean by that are there are 2 main goals that I have with my content. I want to, guide and inform new players and teach them things, and also entertain veteran players. And I try to do both sides of content, where I try to be entertaining in some videos, I try to do some like challenges like Nuzlocke and stuff, and I also try to do guides, money making guides, stuff for beginners, trying to hit both sides of the spectrum. Which one of the money making methods is most relevant right now? I mean, it's an impossible question, because like what money making method is most relevant is always changing, right? And that's why it's important to check out all of them. Like, it sounds really pluggy, but it's very true. We're like, you just need to check them all out. See, like, the best way to describe it is I also have another video explaining the rubber band effect on the economy and how, let's say right now, the best money making method is farming Gibble. So everyone goes to farm Gibble. So everyone goes to farm Gibble. While everyone's farming Gibble, people forget to farm Scyther and make Scizor comps. So now Scizors go up in price. So then everybody goes to breed and farm Scizor. So now while everyone's farming Scizor, people forgot about Hydreigon. So now Hydreigon prices go up. So everybody goes to do that. But then while everyone was farming Hydreigon, people forgot about Gibble. So now Gibble prices are back up. And it just does that over and over and over and over again. And it's just always a rubber band effect of supply and demand. Update's a little slow in this game. I think that's fair. I think that has been a criticism of this game for years and years and years, Merca. I do think that right now we are literally at a time where we get the most updates we've ever seen, so we should be pretty grateful about that, and we are lucky. Like, back in the day, it was like, we would get like 1 to 2, we would get like we would get like 1 update a year, or like, maybe like 1 to 3 updates. I don't know, like, it felt like it was really bad, like 2 updates a year back in like 2013, 2014. Nowadays, last year alone, we got 9 updates or something, like 9 major content updates last year, not like small things. We got 9 major content updates last year. I went through and checked, because I made a video about this recently. I think I made a little like TikTok. My girlfriend made it, yeah. So I made a little YouTube short where we get way more updates than people realize. 9 major content updates, as well as we get monthly updates that kind of go under the radar that people don't realize, because we get PvP tier changes every month, and most people don't realize that or think about that because they don't make blog posts about it. You just have to find it under the competitive tavern or something on the forums. Too many changes? Fuck. I appreciate it, Pseudo. Do you think alpha swarms are going to be daily or maybe a monthly or weekly thing? I don't think there'll be anything close. I don't think they'll be daily. I don't think they'll be monthly. I don't think they'll... It's way too common, like all of those. Or I guess I think alpha swarms might happen like once they start doing them consistently every 3 to 6 months would be my guess. I don't think they'll be that common or that frequent, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I would love to see them kind of do them during events. I think alpha swarms are a really good sort of side event for events. So I would love to see them, if they do alpha Pokemon again, alpha releases during like this Halloween event and then like during the Christmas event. I think that'd be really cool to see. I think it's like enough hype that isn't overshadowing the events, but it's also like a cool little hype side. I think it's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there, Jono. I would love to see RU/PU. That's the most important thing I'd want to see in the game for sure. That's so funny, bastard. Definitely not. Definitely, everyone does not run the same route. Everyone does something a little different usually for gym runs. There are definitely better routes out there and better teams than I use. I just like this team. It's really easy, pretty brain dead, pretty comfy. Dude, great question, Slug. I surprisingly have not. Even though I've played this game for so long, I just haven't gotten around to it. I would really, really love to do that at some point. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do, Steve. I mean, obviously I do less gyms than you, but I do 2 in Sinnoh and then, yeah, a lot of other ones. Yeah, gym runs reset every 18 hours after you first, like, after you defeat them. So, like, it's really important to like, try to do your gym run in one sitting. You can break it up by a couple hours usually, but then you have to, like, kind of think about that, right? So, just started my journey in Unova yesterday, first gym down. Anyone got any advanced tips? I've been watching tons of tips videos. Probably all those tips videos are going to give you all the tips that I can think of off the top of my head. If you've watched the top 5 like Pokemon to help you beat PokeMMO, that video can help as well. I mean, yeah, really just watching as many videos as possible on guides and tips and stuff is just a great thing to do, obviously, while you're playing, you know, alongside it and stuff as well. I do think the road, if you're looking for like kind of hidden tips that don't come off very often, I think my Road to PokeMMO series or like my Road to 1 mil Pokeyen series, those sort of things, have a lot of like tips dispersed through them that like kind of just come up throughout the series. They're kind of like playthroughs of the regions and everything. What is Pokewood, DJ? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I have a video on the legendary system explained in PokeMMO and how that works. If you aren't aware, the PokeMMO legendary system is extremely unique. It's like a King of the Hill style mini game. It's honestly the best way to describe it. I think that'd be pretty interesting, a pseudo. I don't know where they would put it, but I think that'd be awesome, a pseudo. I feel that. Check it out. Yeah, absolutely, Ethan. Hopefully it's helpful, man. Think of Pokemon Black Hole 2 where you make your Pokemon act. That's interesting. Have you held a legendary? Fuck, someone just asked me this question. It's totally, sorry. It's totally fine to ask again, but it's just kind of funny. No, I surprisingly have not. Not ever. Maybe one day. I'm on channel 1. Petrowski name origin. I like this question. I actually have this question answered under the FAQ on my Twitch because I used to get it a lot there, but obviously I don't stream on Twitch anymore. Petrowski, the name Petrowski came from a children's book where there was these little green monsters, very like troll-like little monsters, creatures that would steal kids' clothes and dress up as kids to sneak into school because like they wanted to learn. It's really cute. Like they're just like monsters who wanted to learn, but they weren't allowed in because like they're, you know, people thought they were scary. They're monsters, so they would like sneak in by pretending to be kids because they just wanted to learn so bad. I think it's really cute. And one of the kids' names, one of the biggest troublemaker monsters, was Petrowski. Yeah, no, it's a great question, Game King. Don't worry. And yeah, I've been meaning to. I would love to do a stream or some sort of series or challenge where I do that at some point. Why'd you stop streaming on Twitch? I tried to run it. A lot of things. I ended up just developing more of a community here on YouTube, and it sucks. As much as I love Twitch, this is coming from someone who like deeply loves Twitch. Like I streamed on Twitch from 2013 to 2021, and I grew up on Twitch. Not only did I stream on Twitch for a really long time, I can't tell you, I grew up like alongside Wreckful and Soda Poppin' and Bodhi and I mean all those guys. There's so many big streamers that I just like, Sick Nerd, and I don't know, there's so many streamers that I have so many memories with and times with that it's really tough to like, I guess, you know, not be on there. But at the same time, dude, streaming on YouTube is so much better for the creator than Twitch. It's not even close. It's like not even, especially for discoverability. The issue is if you're a small streamer on Twitch, there's just so little options for discoverability that your best options / chance for discoverability when you're a Twitch streamer is making YouTube videos alongside it, and or like being featured on like clip channels and stuff for like certain communities. Like my RuneScape channel got some attention because I got put into like a clip video or a clip thing from like Ranger Boots on my Ultimate Iron Man, or getting Mole Pet, stuff like that. Yeah, Wreckful's story is really sad. I fucking love Wreckful so much. I don't even want to talk about it. It's really sad. But yeah, fucking I love Twitch. I love Twitch so much. I grew up on Twitch. It means the world to me. I can't express it enough, but holy fuck is YouTube so much disgustingly better for the content creator. It's just, I can't, there's so many reasons I've talked about before. The two frogs on screen, I just think they're cute. That's really the TLDR. Peepo was a huge part of my brand when I was on Twitch and stuff for RuneScape and stuff. Peepo, not Pepe. No, like, I'm not, no, like, dog whistling here, no right wind shit, okay? Chill on that. Literally just used to be like a cute little frog. Peepo is also like a huge part of Twitch culture and stuff, so I like to kind of use it in a positive way and not let it be utilized in like a negative or like, you know, ignorant way. My little TLDR on that. You are that don't even say that, Kevin, because like I'll literally, as soon as you say that, like I feel like my eyes start watering up and like my cheeks get big. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to think about that, Kevin, because that's too insane for me. I don't even want to think about. It's such a weird feeling. It feels not real. I try not to think about that, Kevin, because it's just too special, and that's fucked up. You know, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, plus Twitch just keeps making bad decisions. Yeah, I fully agree, bastard. I miss a lot of chats. Apologies, guys. And Twitch is overhyped. People, yeah, I think that's Twitch just has the memes. Like that's what it is. Twitch has the memes, and I respect it for that. I really do. But man, YouTube is better. Holy shit. You can also, one of the biggest benefits of Twitch is just being able to stream kind of whatever music you want. Usually, you really do want to use copyright-free music on YouTube because people actually do watch VODs on YouTube, which doesn't happen on Twitch. There's a benefit for YouTube. There's so many benefits for YouTube. It's pretty nuts. Discoverability and like algorithm is just super huge. Yes, I've been a full-time content creator for a while. Fucking fortunately and luckily enough, Outcast, yeah. It's crazy. I always say like it always makes me kind of laugh / like it always surprises me when people say, because I've seen people say things like, oh, you need like 100K subs before you can go pro on YouTube, or like, you know, 50K, 800. I see all these crazy numbers, and it's like, no, you can go full time on YouTube with a surprisingly little amount of subs. What you do need is a lot of hard work, dedication, and like work ethic to pump out enough videos to generate enough views for it to be full time and be livable. Or you can find things like really good deals or really good sponsorships. I haven't really had many, if any, sponsorships yet, unfortunately. I'd really like to find some more sponsorships. It's something I'm really working on, which makes the living so much more comfortable. But there's one guy, I think Greg Games, Greg Games. I really like him. He's a really smart guy who specializes in like sealed, graded retro video games, and he just knows so much he's so smart, and he's a really positive, cool guy. I love him. If you know him, I'd be really surprised. He only has like 7K subs, but he has a sponsorship with WADA, which is a really big fucking company if you don't know. So like he is like able to like either make a living or very close to it at like 7K subs. Like it's really like impressive. Like you can make a living off of YouTube way. Obviously you have to spend pretty frugally or spend like pretty smart. You can't like live in New York or something, or like, you know, live in like a 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, probably even 2,000, you know, monthly rent apartment if you're, you know, trying to be a small YouTuber. But it's more, I think just like living off of YouTube and being a YouTuber is so much more realistic than people tell you. Do not let people put you down. Fuck, my number one fan, the perfect time. Fuck, speaking of sponsorships, do not let people put you down. Do not let people say you can't be a fucking YouTuber. I want that to be so abundantly clear. You literally, I promise you can do it, and I promise you it's easier than you realize. It's tough. It's hard. You have to work really fucking hard, but it's totally possible. You don't need 100K subs. You don't need 50K subs. You can be a full-time YouTuber with like surprisingly little subs, as long as you have a really passionate, beautiful fan base and viewers and just, you know, friends to help you. And it's possible. And, you know, believe in yourself and don't give up, and fuck people who say it's like way too hard or, I don't know, yada yada yada. Sorry, a little cringe motivational speech, but I'm just really passionate about that. I think people are really quick to say like, oh, you need like don't do this, you need this amount of subs, and like, I don't know. People just want a backseat and tell you what to do. Just go hard. TLDR in life, just go hard. Fuck. Then we head back over to Unova to do the 2 rich trainers that I like to do. I might be able to get 1 on Charm. Kind of doubt it, though. I think being a full-time streamer on Twitch is actually so much harder than being a full-time YouTube content creator for a multitude of reasons. First of all, streaming is, and this is just my opinion, so this is an opinion piece. This is different per person. I think that streaming is so much more mentally taxing than than making videos. I used to not think that. I used to be a huge, I loved streaming. I always preferred streaming. I never thought I'd be a video maker / YouTuber. But man, at some point, like, I don't know if I got older or what happened, like, streaming just gets really stressful and anxious at times, or anxiety inducing. So I definitely think, streaming's a lot more mentally taxing than videos, in my opinion. Because with the way I describe it is that if you're having a bad day, streaming is like borderline impossible, right? If you're having a bad day, like, streaming through a bad day or through a bad mood is like borderline impossible. You probably should just, because you don't want to bring people down, you don't want to just snowball, like, you feel like, oh, like, you're not being entertaining enough, oh, you're like being negative, you're like hurting these other people's, there's all these things that you know, worry about and stuff, right? But like, making videos on a bad day is easier because Comcast, okay, I'm fine. Making videos on a bad day is easier because what you can do is you can just click record for 15 seconds while you have the energy. I shouldn't be lagging. I should be fine, Steve, but I'm sorry if you're lagging. I'm not dropping any frames yet. But yeah, if you're having a bad day, you can make videos by like recording 15-second clips here and there. Like, what's it called? When you do have like 15 seconds of positive energy to put out into a video. So like, it's a lot easier to, also you can like schedule stuff ahead of time and take a break and everything. I shouldn't be dropping frames, guys. Let me know if I am. I've dropped 0 frames. I shouldn't be lagging. But let me know what's up. What's up, Footsie? I'm making fun of the company. Okay, fuck. I love that we're, okay. I respect it, Steve. I love the, yeah, I'm always down to make fun of Comcast. More power to you, man. Okay. What did I miss? I know I missed a lot of questions. Apologies, guys. I'm planning to breed Amon for the upcoming Halloween event for boss. Do you have any suggestions? Yes. So I will say, be really careful because what was good last year might not be that good this year, right? So be careful. But what was good last year was Eruption Typhlosion, Crocodile with Crunch, I think, and just Crocodile in general with EQ and Crunch, and then Chandelure. Chandelure was the big one that like everybody needed. Everybody needed Ghost Gym Chandelure with yeah, with like high special attack and high special attack stat and everything. And 2x31 Chandelures became like 1 million Pokeyen. They became so disgustingly expensive, it was absurd. Time to swap over to go be a YouTuber instead of a cook. Fuck, true salad. The guides are popping off for you. This seems to be a new meta for one big. Yeah, dude, that's super true as well. I super agree, Rice. Where like, I feel like if this game just gets more attention from really big streamers or big content creators, that's usually a huge boon to the game, and it's a really big deal. Absolutely. I think PokeMMO has so much more potential. I feel like there's so much I could talk about with that. Like, literally so much I could talk about, because I remember like, I always thought that this game was going to have... I was worried when I became a YouTuber for this game, because I was worried that I was going to reach, like, a cap in the community. I was going to get, like, kind of, you know, I guess bottlenecked by how many people play PokeMMO versus, you know, my content or whatever. But I think what I've realized is that that actually isn't the case, because PokeMMO has the potential. People just need to find out about the game. And what I've found out and what I've discovered is that so many people have actually been discovering the game through me, which I never expected. When I started my YouTube, my plan was to always help new players and entertain veteran players. I never in my life, in a million years, expected to bring people into the game and help them find the game. That was like a huge change for me, and a huge, I didn't expect. So like, as my YouTube channel has grown, PokeMMO has grown. And while PokeMMO has grown, my YouTube channel, so we're like growing side by side sort of thing. So it's become this really cool snowball experience where like, if you think a game is too small to be a YouTuber for, I would try, man. If you're really passionate about it, and if you think the game is legitimately good, I would try, man. I would try. Yeah, there's definitely no guarantees with Pell. What's up, by the way, Jimmy? Yeah, I'm just gonna scroll back down. Yeah, the Halloween boss is really interesting. Yeah, his Comcast is brutal for sure. Oh, Assurance. Yes. Yes, Michael, you're correct. Assurance was good on Krook last year. True. That's incredible, bastard. All the events are at the end of the year, make the majority of the game kind of boring. I think that's, I understand where that's coming from, and I do think it is weird that they're all, it's kind of like, it is weird that event season exists and they are all kind of put together, but I don't think that makes the rest of the game kind of boring. I think there are certain times where it gets a little dry, but I think it's mostly fine. I think if we did like, I don't know, I think downtimes are needed to farm and build up capital and stuff for the events and everything like that. So I don't know. I like the schedule, honestly. Always happy to hear that, Brandon. Welcome. Hell yeah, Shizu. 18 minutes are actually playing, so I started videos. Nice. I'm confused on why you don't do 2-hour gym runs. Is there a reason to do that? I've explained that a million times, Luke. It's not a logical reason. I mean, it is, but it isn't, right? It's just, wow, it's unfun. Fuck that. Why would I ever want to do that? I always said, I think doing I just don't need that much Pokeyen. Like doing 1 hour of gym runs a day, I think is enough. You don't want to burn yourself out. Why would you do 2 hours a day? If you're only going to do 2 hours a day for like a year and then be burned out, why would I do that when I could do 1 hour a day for 3 years or 4 years or 5 years? It's MMOs are always a marathon, not a sprint, Luke, and it's really important to keep that in mind. Yeah, I know Point Crow recently streamed PokeMMO, which is a really big deal. It was huge. Let me start getting my team ready. I need the Chandelure. There we go. Perfect. I think if they did do like one smallish event or one event every summer, I think that would be pretty, like similar to this year they did the, what's it called? 1 hour is 300k. 1 hour is 300k for me, Luke. I'm telling you why I don't do it, Luke. I don't need you to like try to secondhand back fucking what's it called? I feel like you do this a lot and it's frustrating. I feel like you backseat game a ton. Yeah, Point Crow streamed this game pretty recently, which was awesome. Have fun though. Yep. Yeah, it's just not fun at that point. Why would I want to grind gym runs 2 hours a day? I just don't personally. If you want to do that, go for it, but don't try to tell others. Don't try to tell others how to play. I think it's something that really bothers me. Don't like it's okay to ask why, but then like, hey, if they give a good reason, like don't try to like push back even further. It's just weird. Yeah, I think a lot of people like are always ask themselves that, like where it's like you know, like how the fuck have I not heard about this game sooner? I think it's a really common sentiment. I only have a 22 mil at the moment, Jake. I'm not sure what maybe I'm missing something. I only have a. Oh, you might mean like 4.5 mil. If you mean like 4.5, yeah, I probably got it all from gym runs, selling stuff, breeding for profit, and then some payday pickup. Gym runs are serious, man. Gym runs, you'll make like 3 mil a week or something from gym runs. Yo, that's really impressive, Durfee. Welcome. Yeah, absolutely, Ginger. MMOs are always a marathon, not a sprint. And we saw so many people in like the RuneScape community like come into the game and go really hard for like a year. They'd be like, I'm going for 200 mil all. Like I'm gonna, you know, I have like these 3 alt accounts that I'm gonna farm rune dragons on, or you know, whatever. Like what it was. It was I don't know. I think it was rune dragons on it. Like, you know, 12 hours a day, and I'm gonna be top page at 200 mil, and they just burn out and they just never go anywhere with their accounts. It just happens all the time. Oh, no, you're totally... I literally, like, picked up on what you meant, Jake. You're totally good, dude. Don't worry. As long as I'm, like, the least picky person if someone, like, misspeaks or, like, mistypes. I don't fucking... As long as I understand what you're saying, it's all I care about. Literally, the purpose of words is to display meaning. If that meaning is displayed correctly, I don't care how you say it, you know? You're perfect, dude. It's possible, you say? It depends. Depends on how good margins are. What's up, Good Smelling? How you doing? What's up? Just doing some shiny hunting slash money making at the moment, paydaying, pickuping, while farming for shiny Dratini, very, very long term. While you're at that place, I think I have like 3 videos covering why this location is good, so I would recommend checking those out. But also, it's really just because it's a good pickup payday spot. You make around 100k Pokeyen per hour, as well as it's the best shiny hunting spot for Dratini in the game. That's the TLDR. Yeah, absolutely. If you're willing to do alts, pop off, right? Yeah, I think the world record is 26, Steve. I think Termy might have it. Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin. 2 hours a day is too much for me. I think 1 hour a day as sort of a scheduled thing is nice. Yeah, I think gym runs are kind of boring. Oh yeah, I think I fully agree with that, Ved, and I think people we're pretty blunt about that. Gym runs are pretty boring, but they're just so powerful. Just think of it as like a daily quest, or like a daily grind. Being able to get that Pokeyen making like out of the way almost, where you can do your gym run daily and then do whatever you want to do for the rest of the day is pretty nice. Yeah, you actually don't get... Yeah, so that's a great question, Kevin, but it's been changed over the years. So Amulet Coin only works for NPC Pokeyen now, like from trainers and stuff, which is why it's so good for gym runs. Magnet Charm is something that I do need to test here. Item Magnet Charm. Trying to shiny hunt Magikarp, it depends where you're doing it at, Ved, and it depends, obviously, on how efficient you're playing. It depends on whether you're catching them, paydaying them, or just running away. If you are, from my experience, if you are using a sticky hold Pokemon and then running from every encounter, which is like the maximum amount of encounters you can get for fishing per hour, I think you get around like 150 to 180 encounters. That's what I got around. I already answered that. You say like maybe if the margins are good, but probably not. I'll probably be spending my time actually playing the event or making... There's so much other stuff to do during the event, I kind of doubt it. Fuck, I think I respect that a ton, J-Tone, and I think like that's honestly, I could see myself being the same way. I get it, man. That's part of why I stream, right? I think grinding the event will probably just be better. Yeah, I really want to test it more, Salad. I love the shiny rate in PokeMMO. I understand it's very rare and a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. I think the rarity is what makes it so cool and so impactful, obviously. I have a video explaining why I do think PokeMMO is the best shiny hunting game for Pokemon. I respect it, Steve. I respect it. That's really impressive. I'll have to check it out, Salad. 200k is huge. What's up, Depema? How are you doing? Hopefully I didn't butcher your name too much. How are you doing today? For early game started in Kanto, I have a couple different money-making methods and videos and guides on that exact topic, FPS, if you want to check out the videos. I will say, I recommend checking out like loot from 1 hour of Pidgey, or just like top 5 beginner money-making methods for PokeMMO. I have a couple videos on that. Catching the flying egg group Pidgeys or stuff like that, or Pokemon like that early game is pretty good early game money. You won't be able to actually make the physical money / sell them until 4th gym badge, which is really important. You can't really make any money in PokeMMO until you reach the 4th gym badge, but the 4th gym badge is so minimal. You shouldn't need any Pokeyen prior to the 4th gym badge, so it shouldn't matter too much. Deep sea scales? That's a good question. I think you actually get some deep sea scales from this location, which is hilarious. That's Tooth. I think you might get some from this location. I don't have it. I just sold all my stuff recently. It's like the pink one, right? I'm not sure where you get them. Good question. I think what they'll do is, someone's mentioned this before. What's up, Jonathan? Thanks for subscribing, man. I really appreciate that. Someone mentioned, I think it'd be an interesting idea to make the Johto shiny Gyarados to make it an alpha encounter. I think that'd be really cool. I think that'd be a really, really cool workaround to the shiny Gyarados. Where it's still red, which is hilarious as alpha. I think making the shiny Gyarados an alpha encounter would be really good. Yeah, if you have 7 badges, there's tons of money-making methods at your disposal. I recommend checking out my videos. I have a playlist called Pokemon Money-Making Methods that has over 50 videos in it. I think you can get scales here, but I know they're a lot rarer, obviously, than the other stuff. But I think you might be. I remember selling a ton of them from here. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I appreciate it, Salad. I don't know where I got them from then. I remember selling a bunch. 30 or something that I had. Gotcha. Random question: do you have any lower tier membership on YouTube? The currency difference is much here. It's almost equivalent. No. So I think, yeah, YouTube membership is the only thing that I have. If you can't afford that, man, just don't worry about it, Outcast. Don't worry. I would just keep your money, man. Don't stress too much. Don't worry, man. I really appreciate the thought. Like, that means the world to me. But yeah, if it's something that you can't afford, don't stress about it. I appreciate you guys trying to support and wanting to support. It means the world. But if it's a stretch for you, I don't know. I'm a huge encourager of, like, you know, if you're not super financially like set to, or like willing to support, or will, you know, make that call, like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, for sure, Steve. Right? Yeah. Obviously, if you still want to throw like a couple bucks, but have it be like not tied to like a membership or anything, just dropping a couple bucks in my PayPal. Or PayPal donations are the best way to support, because they do take way less of a cut on PayPal, as opposed to like YouTube and Twitch are taking like 30% minimum from anything anyway. So PayPal is the better. PayPal is the best, or Venmo, obviously, if you have that. But I know it's a very country dependent thing. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't stress about that. I appreciate it, Outcast. Go and hit 53,100 here, which is pretty nice. I started playing through, I'm really curious to see who's played this game. I love this game. I think it's really underrated. I started playing through, or doing, I guess, a replay through of Rage recently. I know that it actually got a sequel in Rage 2 on Xbox One, and I haven't played it yet. I'd love to play that at some point. I think Rage is super underrated. It had like some of the most interesting like mechanics, some of the most interesting enemy AI that I've ever seen in a video game. It's a really, really cool game if you've ever seen it. Yo, peace, Steve. Have a good night, man. Sleep well, King. Go, Bert. If I had it, I respect it, Melon. Yellow shards. I feel you, Depema. What is everyone that can keep working is it worth using Master Balls? Is it all safety cut fail? I would recommend, so you definitely want to avoid Master Ball if possible, but obviously if all else fails, go for it. But I would try to put it to sleep with Spore and just like repeat ball and like let it if you're ever worried about, like, if you just really don't think, if you just think you're gonna make a mistake, or if you're really worried about something going wrong, I would say just Master Ball, just because you just never want to lose a shiny. Be careful, because you do only get 4 Master Balls, so you want to be careful with that. I've never used a single Master Ball myself. I've kept all of them so far, but I feel ya. Oh shit! As we're talking about fucking donation, support, and love, the absolute king of it himself, the absolute legend on the channel, Karma, comes in, drops the kisses. He's home. Fuck, I haven't seen you in so long, Karma. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing okay, King. I'm honored to see you, and I fucking appreciate the support, man. How the fuck are you, dude? Please let us know. Thank you, man. I appreciate the love. I hope you're doing okay out there, man. Hope work is treating you well, dude. Random Delibirds deal because I'm broke IRL. Fuck, I respect it. I love Delibird. Your Pokemon. Thank you so much, Karma. 31 is no fucking joke. Thank you, man. Thank you, King. I keep Master Balls for just shinies that might kill themselves, but usually if you prepare, you're able to prevent that. Like with things like this Basculin, for example. The Basculin can't Final Gambit or Double Edge to kill itself if you have a Ghost Pokemon, which is a big deal. So I just try to prepare for things, but I try to keep it just in case. if I happen to, let's say I'm rock smashing from fossils or Pokeyen or whatever it may be, right? And let's say I encounter a shiny Graveler that knows Explosion, and I made a mistake and I didn't bring a damp Pokemon, so I just did it on a whim and I just, single encountered this, then I would Master Ball, right? So like there are situations where like, yeah, it's worth to go ahead and use the Master Ball. The BDE, true. I appreciate it, Karma. Doesn't fucking said anything in chat yet. He literally came in just to donate, just to give me some kisses. Are you fucking kidding me? I appreciate it, Karma. You're cracked. I hope I can hear, see your voice in chat soon. Hear the Johto announcement? Ah, nice meme. There's no way they, because I'd be really surprised. If you're trolling me, I respect it. If they did actually announce it, that would be unbelievable. But are you gonna say it's coming out tomorrow next? Is that the meme? Johto tomorrow? LOLOL. Yeah, damp Pokemons don't work. So damp Pokemons prevent Explosion, right, Soren? The way that Basculin kills itself is with recoil damage from Double Edge or Final Gambit, which is a fighting type move that it doesn't explode. It just like kills itself. Miss you guys. Work is no bueno. I was worried about that. Moving around a lot, but not liking the houses. God damn it. Also, my computer is fuck. God damn it, Karma. I feel like I'm like I'm mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just so sorry that's happening. Fuck, dude. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. That's so rough, dude. I'm sure like that kind of stuff has to like all smooth out at some point, and hopefully it all smooths out at once, and then you're just fucking smooth sailing, chilling. I'm really sorry that like so much shit is bumping in your path, man. That's frustrating. It sucks, man. I'm sorry. You gotta link some sort of source there, Linity. That's a huge claim. Where did they say it at? This feels like a little. I hope you understand why it's hard for me to. I don't see anything under announcements. I don't see anything under updates. Looking like a meme. What's up, Ren? Happy to see you. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Can you remember to Torkoal? Torkoal is pretty much a better Pokemon in every way usually. Just the fact that it has access to Drought is a big deal, and the defense stat is huge. Torkoal's definitely better. That is true, J-Tone. That is fair. Absolutely, Asuto. Yeah, knowing when to use your Master Ball at the right time is a tough thing. Yeah, great question, Ved. So OT just means original trainer, which means you're the one who caught the Pokemon. OT does exist in traditional Pokemon games, but it like doesn't really ever matter because what's it called? Because usually Pokemon's like a single player game. Obviously you can trade stuff, but original trainer means like you're the one who caught it. So people really, and myself included, people really care about OT shinies in this game. And that means you're the one who got it. It's really easy to just make some Pokeyen and go buy shinies. It's not impressive. Most people don't care about it. If you like collecting shinies like that, more power to you. Please play the game however you enjoy it, and don't let other people discourage you. But most people do care about hunting that shiny on their own, because I could do gym run. I could do gym runs for 3 weeks for 1 hour a day. So like, what is that? Like, it's so little. Like, I spend 21 hours. I could spend like 21 to 30 hours. Let's say 25 to 30. Let's be conservative. Let's say it takes me 30 hours to earn enough Pokeyen to buy a shiny Dratini. Like, that's it. That's all it takes. 30 hours. Like, less than that. Oh my god, shiny Dratini is so cheap right now. 5.96 mil? Like, this is 2 weeks. Are you kidding me? I could get a shiny Dratini after 2 weeks of gym runs. But that's not impressive, because like, it would take me 1,500 hours to hunt it myself and for it to have my OT on it. But I could buy it after 2 weeks. Like, that's absurd. Which is like, fair enough if you want to have that, but like, I think it's way more impressive to have OT shinies. I think OT shinies show you worked for it, and there's no way to fudge or fake an OT. It's really important. I'm sure, Karma. Get up early so I better head out. I'm happy you stopped in too, man. Stay safe and happy, you too, man. I fucking love you, Karma. Have a good one, man. I'm sure it'll smooth out. Just stay strong. I know you fucking always are, dude. Have a great day, man. So much fucking love to you. Seriously. I miss you, dude. Hoping the best for you, King. Any improved stat on shiny Pokemon? You get one guaranteed 1 times 31 on a wild encounter if it's shiny. That's the only difference. Shinies are pretty much just a vanity visual because they're a rare thing, which I fucking love. But a lot of people, yeah, not everyone cares about that, obviously. Explains your labeling system. Yes. So I actually, I do, but I'm trying to think what video does it. But yes, I actually do. Funnily enough, it might be PokeMMO vocabulary. That video might explain it. I respect that, Sal. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with like just buying do whatever you want to do. I think it is inherently less impressive and inherently less valuable to just buy an OT shiny or buy a non-OT shiny off the GTL. Does that make it bad? No, absolutely not. Like, people have, fucking kids, a family, full-time job, etc., etc. If you don't want to spend the 15 hours to hunt a shiny Dratini, if that like 2-week grind of consistency is like enough dopamine and like worth it to you, go for it. Like, I don't want people to ever feel like they have to care about OTs, but just do whatever you want to do. Oh, you're awesome, Asudo. Yeah, that might also... There's a couple of videos where I might mention it. If you get the shiny Dratini pad, are you going to stop paydang? I will at least stop paydang in this location. I guess it would be the way that I say it, Kazuya. I would stop paydang in this location, yeah. That's a scary question, Linity. Think you'll hit 60k before the shiny Dratini? That's a scary question. I think so, honestly, which sucks, but yeah, I think so. I wouldn't go that far, Melon. I think that's too extreme. I think it inherently does. When something is easier to achieve, it inherently has less quote unquote value to the masses. It can still have equal value to you, but it inherently, when something is easier to achieve, it has less inherent dopamine value, I guess, right? Two things can be seen as... So a really good example, though, of value, I guess, or a value comparison is like hunting for a shiny... This is a philosophy thing. This is kind of cringy or whatever, but if I like to put this into perspective. Getting a fucking doctorate, like a doctor's degree, will take you around the same time, let's just say, for example, as getting a secret shiny Shedinja. I think if those two things take the same amount of time, if getting a doctorate degree and getting a shiny Shedinja take the same amount of time, both of those things are equally as valuable to different people if they care about them to that degree. Obviously, value is a mixture of effort put in and how much that thing at the end means to you, or how much that journey means to you. So if one person really cares about getting a doctorate and one person really cares about getting a secret shiny Shedinja, both of those things are equally as valuable. Do not let society tell you that getting a doctorate is more valuable because you earn more money or are seen in a better way, or like yada yada. It's so childish and so naive to think like that. It's really, really like void of any actual deeper life meaning. It's really important to value like what you care about. It's relative. Yeah, for sure. It's relative to the person. Yeah, absolutely. Well, so I qualified that, right? Where like, if one person really cares about secret shiny Shedinja, one person really cares about getting a doctorate, both of those are equally as valuable to them. Is that true? Fuck that. Yeah, I guess September 28th. That's crazy. I didn't hear about that. That's really sad. Damn, the fucking writer of Gangster's Paradise. That's fucking crazy. That's very sad. Thanks for letting me know, J-Tone, but that's unfortunate. Fuck, man. Rest in peace. Secret shiny Shedinja is not 1 out of 30k. It's way more... I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's way different. It's a lot longer of a hunt. I recommend checking out my video if you want to see about... Shiny Shedinja is insane. But shiny Shedinja will take you, on average, 500,000 encounters, for those who don't know. And then secret shiny Shedinja is like 9.6 million encounters on average or something. We counted before. It's something disgusting. It is something filthy. Shiny Shedinja is a very, very different Pokemon than any other shiny. Is it better for the YouTube analytics or whatever if we're gonna watch the playlist? Watch the. Oh, that's such a sweet question to ask, Sambi. Oh, whichever you prefer. I have no idea. That's such that's such a sweet question. I don't know why that got me. That was very, very kind. I have no idea which is better. Just whichever you prefer, man. That's really sweet. I really appreciate you. That's very, very kind to ask that. What the fuck? I believe in you, Troopster. I have Choice Band on the pickup, dude, just to increase damage. Is it really only 3.9 years? It's kind of, I guess, of playtime. Because, yeah, obviously, that makes sense. Yeah, that's insane. I assume that's like 3.9 of playtime, not like, yeah. So what's the, let's say we can even go like on the extreme. Let's say you play 10 hours a day, sort of thing. What is 3.9 years in hours? The difference between shiny and secret shiny. I mean, I have a video explaining it, Ved. I have a secret shinies explained video. Just do both. True, hunt both. I mean, you'll usually get a shiny Shedinja before secret shiny, but there's that one person who got it, you know, first shiny, which is insane. Over 4,000 hours. Gotcha, bastard. I can just here. Let's. But there's no way 4,000 hours is equal to 3.9 years, though. What's the math? I'd have to like run the math my own at some point or something. Well, I'll have to test it. Oh my god, stay safe, Ren. I'm thankfully not impacted by that. I hope everyone's okay with that. I brought the calculator up and then didn't do anything with it. That was a good meme. Look, I respected a pseudo. That's funny because it's like not even... Rocky Helmet's pretty expensive. It's like not even that budget. I respect it. That's funny. Is it more damage? Is it really more damage than like Silt Scarf or something? That's awesome. Just living life. Fuck. True. That's what I'm saying. Just living life out here. Sorry, but yeah, you can watch the video of Ed, but the difference is the particle effect. The shiny particle effect is slightly different. And like the little emoji or emote, I guess, on the shiny. So we can see that on my Shuckle I have like a normal star. If we look up a secret shiny, I think it's like 3 stars. Or like, no, it's a star with like the little stars on the outside. So there's a difference. Really? Secret shiny Dratini is only 15 mil? What? No way. That is crazy to me. That's nuts. That's truly nuts. Oh, you're not talking global chat? Just global chat's cringe. I don't wanna deal with global chat. Holy fuck. Too many people on me. I don't think I know Apo Juice. Awk. I know a guy from my chat named Apo, like APO. But I don't know anyone named Apo Juice, like AP, yeah. Yeah. Dude, math is... I can't tell you how many mistakes I've made on that shit. I'm not trying to assume you have made a mistake. I just have no fucking idea. Like, that shit's... brain explodes. Yeah, that makes sense, Linity. Yeah, gotcha, Ark. They have the same colors, yes, or the same sprites, Kevin. They just have different different particle effect and a different emoji or whatever, different symbol. It's an emoji. That's not what it's not an emoji. It's a little symbol. It's flooded completely. God. Oh no, power button out. I'm sorry, Ren. It's fucking brutal. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. A great ball pickup there. Nice to see. could go collect that Kabuto that sold as well. Some decent Pokeyen. Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying emoji. I don't know why that's what I refer to it as. We're assuming it's 1 out of 16 per shiny, so it's 30,000 times 16, right? Where's my calculator? I thought I brought it up. Calculator. So it's 480k. So how would you calc? Okay, so times. Oh wait, no, you're talking about the Oh wait, no, but we have to do the fuck. Yeah, it was like 20 tentacles per Shedinja. There's some other math. I forgot. There's some other important math. Fuck. Because it's not actually, because that's the normal secret shiny rate. So it ends up being, fuck. What you have to do is you have to do 21 or 20, I think. Just 20, because I don't know if it counts the, it's like 21 for the 20 tentacles plus the 1 shiny Shedinja you'll get times 30k. So this is the amount of encounters it'll take for an average Shedinja hunt. And you take this and multiply this by 16. And this is the average encounters it'll take. 10,080,000. That's the average encounters it'll take for a secret shiny Shedinja. I think 15 minutes is kind of high. I'm not sure. Yeah, the next question we need is how many encounters can you do per hour? And I don't know the answer to that. 15 seems kind of slow. Pretty slow even. We have to take 10,080,000 and then divide it by, yeah, the fucking calculator's back up. We have to take this number and then divide it by the amount of encounters per hour. And I don't know the encounters per hour. I wonder if there's someone I can ask really quick. If Neo was on, I could ask him. Does any like really high level experienced PokeMMO player know the encounters per hour of Shedinja hunting? What it comes down to. I don't know the answer to that, and it's so important. $10,080,000. What is that? 10-20 minutes? No. That's 10,080,000 is the amount of encounters it would take you on average to encounter a secret shiny Shedinja. Let's say it takes you, you usually have to do 4 hordes to get, I forget if it was per one Nincada. I don't know if it's 2 or 1. I forget. How much XP you need? I think you get 2 after 4 hordes. I think I'm doing this wrong. I don't know the math, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to hear Neo's perspective and his numbers on it. I'll do a video deep diving into the numbers at some point. I think that'd be fun. It'd be interesting. I could make like a clickbait title being like the shiny that takes, you know, a million years to get. Lol. I think that'd be a really cool, high quality, like documentary style video. Or could be. Yeah, no, that's a really easy one, Pork. Don't worry. The item is just choice band, just to increase damage. There are still very niche situations where I actually can't one-shot a Basculin, just since it feels like level 55, and if the stats are high enough, and if the defense is high enough and stuff. Because Meowth's stats are just so low, like 45 base defense is nothing to, you know, to meme on. Even at level 100, just super low base stats. It'd be super worth doing, Ren. I feel ya. But yeah, it'd be a little annoying. Payday around 229, so I see when people payday all the items but level 50-55. Yeah. That's what you're looking for. You want those high level Pokemon for sure. Yeah, I think especially like math and Pokemon just go hand in hand. It's, you know, it's such that I hate math, but I think it's just important. You don't need Scarf, or I guess Silt Scarf or whatever. I don't know if you mean Silt Scarf or Choice Scarf. Obviously, I'll answer both. You don't need Choice Scarf because you just don't need either. You don't need Choice Scarf because you don't need the speed. Your speed stat actually is high at 90 or whatever, so at level 100 you outspeed everything. And then with Silt Scarf, you can go. There's just like I have a bunch of Choice Bands laying around, so there's no reason not to go Choice Band. Yes, there's actually some people who do go Munchlax. You can actually go Payday pick up Munchlax. Yes, absolutely. It's more expensive to make, but I understand. Obviously, Munchlax is like I love Munchlax, so I get it. Like it's a fan favorite Pokemon. So if it makes you happier to see a Munchlax, you know, than a Meowth, go for it, right? I want to make one eventually, maybe, but Munchlax is a little tougher to manage because you actually have to fix Munchlax's speed. Because Munchlax is like the opposite of Meowth, where like Meowth has really bad base attack and base damage, but really good speed. Munchlax is the opposite, where he actually has pretty good base attack, but terrible speed. So you have to make sure your Munchlax can like outspeed these Basculin, which is like pretty tough at 5 base stat speed. It's so disgustingly slow. If you're like not outspeeding them, you're losing a lot of time. If you have to tank an attack before you can, like, just not the HP. The HP doesn't matter. It's just the time loss is huge. Yeah, it's just so easy to get a Choice Band for it. It can be a pseudo. It depends. It just really depends on the Pokemon, depends on the situation. Like for things like Scrafty with Moxie, you want to go like Leftovers, honestly, or Lumberry in PvP or the Tower and stuff like that. And then things like Crocodile, you might want to go Choice Scarf to increase the speed because it has enough damage, it just needs the speed. You can go Life Orb as well. There's a lot. It depends. Totally depends on the Pokemon build. What up? Truck driving plus Pokemon streams a good time. Hell yeah, DJ Zeno. Happy to have you. What's up? I don't know why I said it like that. Some flowers, but I love sleeping in the cold. Fuck, Coopster. Nothing little defrost in the morning can handle. Remote start as a lifesaver. True as fuck. True. 5-speed Sag. Yeah. True. Live your mouth payday farming under 31. I mean, really just going for like 20 to 25 plus. I would just shoot for what I would do, Crows, is go for like look at mine. Like mine's only 20 attack. I would just go for 20 plus attack and speed. And then make sure you get a plus attack nature. You desperately need a plus attack nature. Nature is so much more important, so much more impactful than the IV. So just go like 20 plus in attack and speed, and then a plus attack nature that isn't brave, because you don't want to hurt the speed, obviously. So as long as it's lonely, naughty, or adamant, all those natures will work. The defenses really don't matter. Ooh, that's kind of cheaper. Skull fossils. Any other cheaper? I've been trying to stock up on skull fossils. I buy anything under 6,500. That's why my Pokeyen's been back to 21 mil or whatever. Nice. Let me go actually heal up, collect those, and then collect my Pokeyen. Still figuring the math. Fuck. I'll have to do a full deep, because like I also don't know if the first number I cited is correct. I have to do like a full deep dive because like I forget if it's 2 Nincada per, which that would change the math a lot. So if it's actually 2 Nincada evos, not 1 per like 20 Tentacruel. Yeah, I have to double check. Yeah, old Ambers are fucking expensive. You can find any sort of fossils like that via rock smashing in the corresponding region. So if you rock smash in Kanto and then catch the Pokemon that you find via rock smash, you have a chance at getting an old Amber or Dome Fossil or Helix Fossil or whatever. I assume someone is shiny hunting Aerodactyl because I've been seeing whenever that happens, whenever a fossil like that goes up in price a ton, it's usually because someone is shiny hunting them. Pretty much always. It drives up the price so fast. I know they do 2, but I don't know if it's 2 per 2010. I have to check. Yeah, I do. That's such a cool strat, dude. I do remember that. Him logging out was like so. That shit was so cool. I know you train 2 at once, but I don't remember if it's actually 20 tentacles per 2 evos, or if it's like ends up being 40 tentacles. I forget. I'll have to like do some testing alongside memes. But the stream ended? Not yet. What's up, Safed? Not yet, not yet. Aside, I'm almost done with 3 of the regions, so I'm ready to be able to just shiny hunt. Yeah, that's super exciting. It's always nice. It's always nice to be able to just do what you want to do and get that stuff done. Don't be sorry. What's up, Yeet? Rain inside of your house? No. And it's brown? No. That's terrible. Don't apologize. Go deal with the fucking brown water in your house, you goofball. I'm sorry that's happening. That's fucked up. 96. Yeah, I think that, so that's actually a comparable number that I've heard, Bastard. So that might be, it's either accurate or at least close to accurate, Bastard. I'll have to do something. Because yeah, that makes sense, which is absurd. 11 years of playtime to get a secret shiny Ninja on average is absurd. 96,000 hours. It's not even worth doing. Yeah, I mean, definitely every region is worth doing, for sure. I think Sinnoh is definitely the worst region. It unlocks the least amount of resources, but it's super worth it. Getting each region done is super important for catch events, for just events in general, for holiday events, for gym reruns. It's super worth it. 12 minutes per Evo. That might be kind of high though. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some testing. I'll just have to test to run some numbers. I'm not sure what it actually is. I have no idea. I just really got to test, I guess. Our chimney drowned. That's so sad. I'm sorry, Yeet. You responded, yeah, it's not good. It's like so sad. I'm sorry. Sinnoh is pretty long, and you also just like don't get that many good like money making methods or EV training spots. You just like don't get that much for beating it, like not many resources. You don't like I pretty much never go back to the Sinnoh region. Like after defeating it, I go back for my gym run every day, and then which I do 2 gyms there, which is the least amount of gyms. And then I'll go back there sometimes to like test money making methods or farm Pikachu, but that's pretty much it. I really don't go to Sinnoh for much. Sometimes for like aesthetic for videos, I'll go to like the daycare. I do love the daycare in Sinnoh, the way it looks, but it's not actually that like functionally good. Unova is the best functional breeding daycare. Yeah, I think Sinnoh is the worst region in PokeMMO, unfortunately. Sorry to those Sinnoh lovers. Please continue and feel free to love the region. I just don't think it offers many MMO benefits. Yeet lives in the good old. I don't want to say because I'm gonna say something wrong. I want to say like the European side of the world, but I don't know if you're actually in like the fucking UK or I'm such a fucking ignorant American, so I don't even want to like take the risk. But I guess I just did take the risk, so now you can make fun of me. Yeah, it's just okay. Yeah, a storm. She's not experiencing the hurricane over here, I believe, but I don't fucking know. I'm not super up to date on the hurricane either, so. Belgium. Okay, I should have remembered that. I feel like I knew that. Fuck. In the UK a lot? Okay, gotcha. The most important difference is like the time it takes to get between the PC and the actual breeding man, if that makes sense, a pseudo. So that's why the Unova daycare is the best, because for efficient breeding, he is the fastest. He has the shortest run time between him and the PC. That's really impressive, Linity. That's a really, really good run. Congratulations. Very, very fast. But what times do I want to attack and what times 30 really for 9k? Once I evolve it, it will be worth more. It probably will be. It probably should be. I feel like that'd be pretty good. Increase happiness. I feel like you could probably make a little bit of a profit on that. Usually just like buying a Riolu and leveling it to evolve it or some shit into Lucario. Usually you can just make some money. It's very little, but it's definitely some profit, I think. I get that. I think a lot of people would like to have some form of permanently owned legendaries, but I understand. It's tough because I'm biased because I just don't really like legendaries that much, and I think legendaries are kind of cheap in a Pokemon game when you're able to use them for the storyline and just blow through. Not even that, but just in an MMO format, if everybody has like a legendary following them, it just feels really cheap. You know, they don't feel very legendary anymore when everyone around you has them. The reason legendaries feel so good in the traditional games is that you only have one chance, one battle to encounter it, right? But if you're surrounded by people who also had that one chance, it quickly becomes a million chances, and it doesn't feel very legendary. I think legendaries are just really, really tough to make work and then MMO like at all, right? I think it's tough to make it work. I understand that people love legendaries and people really do want them, but I think it's tough. I don't know. In PokeMMO, I have no idea FPS. I feel like they're only one of the highest armor from a dungeon. Oh yeah, well I think the current system. I agree. I think the current system is pretty interesting. But I think if they were introduced how they traditionally are, legendaries are just too easy to get and too easy to catch traditionally, and I think it would be kind of whatever. Like it's not like farming. It's not like in an MMO where like you farm a raid or like farm a dungeon for a really long time to like hundreds and hundreds of KC to get that best armor. It's, oh, you show up to the spot and catch it, right? What's up, Port Plague? I appreciate you becoming a cool duder. What's up, dude? Happy to see your chats as always, and I'm fucking honored to see your support, man. Thank you, King. I need to update the cool duders page. It's kind of outdated at the moment, as you guys can see here. A little outdated. Gotta update that. My bad. That's on me. Yeah, that's also some weird territory where we enter. I mean, they're the same thing where like they just don't feel very legendary. Tristan, I think it just was. I don't know. Legendaries and I think legendaries. Honestly, I feel like legendaries probably shouldn't exist in Pokemon at all. I feel like they're only there for movies and like I guess hype and stuff. And I think legendaries are kind of lame. I feel like it cheapens the whole. If something is said to be legendary, in my brain, I'm immediately like, that's not legendary. That's lame. I don't know if you like call something legendary. I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. I don't know. For whatever reason, I don't know. I think it's lame. Personally, that's just me. Obviously, a lot of legendary designs are pretty fucking cool. If people like that, I respect it. I'm just very biased. Never been a huge legendary guy. I have a question. I just beat Unova E4, NG, and Spinat Loro. Did I beat this region? I don't know what Loro, what you mean. Jeez, I don't know what N and G. Oh, Getsis. So Jesus is Getsis. I don't know what Loro is. See the other guy that comes? I'm not sure. That's honestly a really good question, Footsie. You might have to rebattle through it, which would suck. Hopefully you don't have to battle through the entire Elite Four. After that, I'm not sure. Yeah, I like Rayquaza and I like Giratina. I respect Entei. I respect a lot of legendaries. They're just not really for me. Fuck Arcanine. True. Good meme. Yeah, I remember Lugia having a story like that. Yeah. Just be for lore. Yeah. I feel ya. Yeah, I just think once people have, I agree, Tristan. Pokemon Ranger was pretty cool. I think I played Pokemon Ranger like the second one, like Shadows of Almia or something on DS. I liked it. I thought it was cool as a kid. I'm sure I would love to get it and replay it. I have no. It's honestly such a good. Oh, it's German for alder. Fuck. Okay. I'm so sorry I was terrible at understanding that, Footsie, and you're fucking awesome for that makes so much sense now, Chainshaw. Dude, I have no idea. I would love to hear your findings, Footsie. I have no idea if you have to rebattle everything or what happens there. That's a really good question. I would go try to rebattle it or something. I don't know, like, if you got put back to your house, it might count as defeated, as like you won. But if you got sent back to your house, you might be good. But if you got sent back to the Elite Four like PC, then you might have to go through it again, which would be so sad. How many days? Oh, no idea. My last shiny on this account was back in February. All of these encounters have not been done in this location. 17,000 of them or so, or I think it's like 17,500 of them were done with eggs, which are even slower and even more expensive. And then the rest with single encounter fish. I think some were times 5 horde. A couple thousand. No, oh my god, you're totally good, Futzy. I mean, I didn't know either, so that's not, don't worry about that. It's not your fault, man. Don't worry. Got to my house? Okay, you might be good then, Futzy. Hopefully. That might have counted. I hope so, man. That'd be funny. That'd be a funny speedrun strat to be aware of. If you can, like, lose to one of the fights and still count it as defeated, that'd be awesome. Yeah, fuck. Speaking of Mystery Dungeon, Tristan, I actually recently picked up. It's shipping. I think it might arrive today. I should check my eBay. I recently purchased a copy of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red, complete in box, Japanese, because the Japanese version, those who don't know, is way cheaper than American. I love picking up Japanese games when there's not a language barrier on them, because obviously I don't speak Japanese, but I do really like picking up cheaper Japanese games when the console is either region free and or I have a Japanese PS2, so I can pick up PS1 and PS2 games in Japanese. I have a couple of those. I picked up Clock Tower 1 and 2, which are extremely expensive games in English but really cheap in Japanese. I got Clock Tower 1 and 2 for $42 in Japanese, but in American, Clock Tower 2 alone is like $400, and then Clock Tower 1 is like $200. Like it'd be like $600 for both. I got them for $42. It's such an insane difference. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red, complete in box in English or in US release is like $200-$300 as well, or something ridiculous. I have to check it, but I got it for $32 Japanese. Such an absurd difference. If you don't mind the language barrier, I definitely recommend trying to pick up Japanese retro games when possible. It's super huge. I think that's interesting, like gatekeeping a typing with Legendary. I think that's fair. That's pretty interesting. Like Giratina was one of the only like ghost dragons, I feel like, for a while until Dragapult came out, but now Dragapult's, yep, lol. I like this song. It's comfy. I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm happy I picked it up. The seller, dude, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Japanese game sellers on eBay. They always ship their stuff unbelievably nicely. They communicate. They'll work with you on like negotiations and deals. Oh my fucking god, they're incredible. But if I find some like mom and pop reseller in like the US, they're fucking terrible. They're fucking they ship terribly. I had someone ship recently a Game Boy Advance game, complete in box, a Spyro game, with no fucking bubble wrap. There was this like light layer of paper around it to protect it, but that was it. Which, if you know, and it got fucked, it got damaged in the process, which I was super tilted about. So it's like, if you know anything about complete in box Game Boy games, you know the boxes are literally just like flimsy light cardboard. So like, they're really, really prone to wear, and that's why like it's so hard to find Game Boy games complete in box, because nobody fucking kept the boxes. They just kept the cartridge and threw that shit out. But like, I was really frustrated that this guy like just didn't protect this like cardboard box he was shipping to me. That like I told him, and I was very clear I really care about the condition of and everything, and it was just Yeah, US sellers stink when that stuff happens. I'm obsessed. I'm literally could simp all day for Japanese video game sellers. Their like work ethic and their like care put into product is just, it's absurd. It's so fucking insane. Overlord, yeah, I've seen the first 3 or 4 seasons of Overlord. DJ Zeno. I think the first season's still just the best, and the rest were kind of like, the follow-ups I feel like have all been kind of eh. There's still, like, some are fine, some are really meh. It wasn't in mint condition, the one, but it was in like, yeah, but it got more wear, which I was just sad about. Be a good idea would be to put people that puts one person in the champion league for the open mode. Yeah, people, yeah, that shit's really interesting. People have done stuff like that in the past, where they have like sort of, I guess, gym leaders, like, you know, players that act as gym leaders, right? So like, it's definitely been a thing. I personally, that's a lot to put together, and I don't have the time for it personally, but I love that stuff when communities get involved and host stuff like that. It's very cool. I think Best Friends was involved in something like that before. I've been playing Pokemon all kind of ROM hacks for 14 years, but never encountered a shiny any legit version. Also, I'm playing Pokemon for 2 years now and still no shiny. RNG should even out over time. I believe in you, Natsuke. Just don't give up, my friend. Keep hunting. Yeah, it is. It's definitely unfortunate. It's rough. I'm sure one day you'll get a fantastic shiny to even it out, as long as you don't give up. I'm sorry to hear that, though. Yo, thanks, Toffee. I fucking love Toffee, the candy. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it, man. For our IVs, I think getting 20 plus, I mentioned this earlier, I think getting 20 plus is really important. You don't need to have like 31, that's kind of whatever, but having 20 plus in just attack and speed, and then having a plus attack nature. Nature is way more important. I would take an adamant Meowth with 20 attack way before taking a 31 attack IV Meowth with like serious nature. Like the nature is so important. So important. So yeah, I would go for 20 plus in attack and speed, and then plus attack nature that isn't brave. Naughty, lonely, adamant, all work. 53,164. Let's hit 165 really quick. Little Stardust pickup. I'll take it. Why not? There we go. 165. And I'm probably going to go ahead, kill this Dratini, and just call it here. It's been a nice long stream today, a nice week of streams, a nice week of content. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and if you did, leave a little like on the video. It really does help out a ton. Helps other people find the game and find my channel. When you like the video, it helps the algorithm. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to see daily PokeMMO content, I would love to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And then there's a Discord link down below to join the fantastic community that we have. And if you want to go above and beyond, you can become a YouTube member for $5 a month. Drop a Twitch Prime or a Twitch sub over on my Twitch, or hit up my PayPal or Venmo, links down below. Any support goes a long fucking way and really does physically allow me to keep making content. So thank you all so much. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you Monday. I'll see you guys next week. I'll still have videos coming out on the weekend, but I'm going to chill on the streams. I'll see you guys. Peace. Have a good one. Best of luck, shiny luck, PvP luck, etc., etc. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.